Hello everyone, welcome to JBW Designs and my very first YouTube video. We started a little while ago and we had a little glitch, so now we're on take 2. So we'll hope that we'll be able to finish this all the way to the end. First, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Judy Whitman. I've been designing for probably over 30 years. I am filming this in my office/studio, which is where I work every day. And maybe in one of the future videos, I'll give you a little tour of where I work and what all the workspaces look like, because it's a great place to be. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? I release designs about 3 times a year, and there are a couple places that you could look for those. We have a website called jbwdesigns.com, and we also have a shopping cart on that website, and you can look through. Most of the designs in the shopping cart are older patterns, but they might be something that you're interested in looking at. We also have a page on Facebook called Friends of JBW Designs. And we've had a lot of fun with this because I started a contest about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And it was kind of funny because my daughter said to me, well, what's the prize? And all I thought about was having the contest. I forgot about, oh, you have to give a prize. So now we have a prize every week. And what I do is I post 3 patterns. I photograph the actual models, and then the viewers vote on which they like the best and which they think is the best seller. And we've gotten great comments, we've gotten lots of feedback, and the prize is that a number generator gives me a number, and so I choose one person to win the books that go with that week's offerings. So you might want to try that out. So I wanted to tell you about my newest patterns. I released 7 designs about a week ago, and I want to show you not only the model, but what the book looks like, and then also tell you a little bit about the finishing of each one of them. So the one that's probably most current, because Halloween is right around the corner, is I did one called Halloween in the Round. And I usually like to stitch my models both over 1 and over 2. So I'm sorry to say, I just sent a box of models off for a trunk show. So I don't have my over 2 model of this, but it was pictured on a large pumpkin. And I'm going to show you the front of the book. It's probably coming out backwards, but at least you'll be able to see what it looks like. And these pumpkins, wooden pumpkins, I got at Joann Fabrics and Hobby Lobby, although I'm finding out they're very hard to find right now. So the booklet looks like this with a chart inside, and it usually has both designs pictured. And this one, the over 1, I usually stitch on a 28 count fabric. I was doing an over 1 the other day on Jovelin, and I thought, wow, this is really great because the holes are quite big and it's easy to see with a magnifier. And I just use 1 strand of floss. So this one is just finished as a small disc with cording around the edge, and it's just been glued to the pumpkin. So that's one of the new designs. Another one here that's been kind of fun is called French Christmas tags, and they look like this. And I can tell you a little bit about the tags. When I was in Nashville in March at the wholesale market, I happened to meet a French vendor who was there, who has wonderful little wooden products. And I really quite fell in love with them and got some samples from her and decided that it would be fun to design something to go on these. They make wonderful little ornaments. So now I've worked these. These are the over 2 models. I've also worked them over 1, and you can see them in this picture here. And also I'll show you what the inside of the chart looks like. So there are all the designs. This one comes with some charms with it. And then all you have to do to finish them is to mount them on a board and glue it to the tag and make cording to go around the edge. And someday I'll talk to you a little bit in more depth about the finishing of these. And I do sell the tags. So the wooden tags are packaged like this, and there's a large version and a smaller version, so you can see what those look like. So those would be fun gifts to make. And these you can order from your favorite shop. Go online and take a look for them. If your shop doesn't have them, just have them call me and I'd be glad to ship things to them. And I always offer free shipping with all of my products. So the third design that I want to share with you today is called Peace on Earth. And once again, this is the design stitched over 2, and I finished it just as a little easel. Added some ribbons and trim up at the top. This is easy to stitch because it's one color, and the finishing was quite easy because it's a flat board with just the rickrack glued onto the base here. I'll show you what that book looks like. That book looks like this, and you can see inside, here's the model that's stitched over 1, and that is just a small hanging ornament to put on a doorknob or something like that. Okay, so one more for today. It's the first video, so we'll see how it looks when we're all done. This is the 4th design I'm going to show you today of the 7, and this is called Nordic Reindeer. And it is worked on a navy blue linen over 1 with white floss, but I also worked a second model on a really unique fabric. And it's going to be hard to tell from just looking at the picture here, but this fabric is from Zweigart. It's called Sparkle, and it has a tiny little snowflake design printed on the linen. And the snowflakes are actually kind of a pale gray, but I used kind of a blue-gray fiber with this and just finished it as a pillow, and it really turned out cute. I think you'd like that fabric. If you're interested in doing the over 1 and finishing it just like I have it shown here, then I also offer a finishing kit for the over 1. And in that I include the fabric for the backing and all the ribbons and the button and complete finishing instructions on how to assemble it all. And that can be ordered through your favorite shops too. I really want to encourage you to contact your shops. We want to keep them going, and during this time, I know some of them have probably struggled because they had months where they couldn't have customers in their stores. So I know they'd really appreciate your business. So I'm going to end my first video by asking you to do a couple things. 1, to click like if it's something that you've enjoyed. 2 is to subscribe if you'd like to know when future videos are coming out. And the 3rd thing is to click the bell, which will notify you of new videos that are available. So welcome to my home and my office, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch the piece. Thank you. Bye-bye. Nope. I didn't.